There was a scientific study conducted just last week that proved that photographers don't have souls. It was surprising to the researchers and me, but now that I think of it, they're just wandering the earth, lost, trying to capture images of what they thought their past life was, and it's hard to watch. It's hard to watch, but that doesn't mean I'm not going to help them when they come to me for help, even though they're dead. I'll help you.
All I want is the perfect camera. All I want is the perfect camera.
We are on the Voidy lander. I bring it out sometimes and just enjoy the 3D pop. You gotta pop her one time. What I love about this lens is that I can just move freely about the frame. Was that your question? Best camera under $1,000 with stabilization, good low light, good autofocus. Other features don't matter. Okay, what do we got for you? Olympus? EM5, anyone? EM5 Mark III, it might surprise you. You'd be like, oh, low light is tiny sensor. How could that work in the dark? It can, and it does. I don't know what it is about Olympus. They're the best in low light of the Micro Four Thirds. That's their strength. You might be thinking full frame, I need that, but there's nothing under $1,000 for that with stabilization. Get rid of yourself. So Olympus EM5 Mark III, I've answered your question. You can buy one through my affiliate links down below. Love the content and just subscribed. No wildlife in this vid, which was a shame. Oh, I know. I wonder if you guys are getting sick of it, probably, because I've never done that. I just started shooting wildlife and it's like, I don't care about this. Just make me laugh, monkey. I hate this. You've changed. So I don't know if I should put that wildlife footage on my health channel or this one. It's like vegan information over there, animals, huh? Beauty, it could work. Or here, I don't know what I'm doing. I have lots coming, by the way. If you were a hoper like me and only had $1,000 to buy a camera, predominantly for making YouTube videos, not vlogging, which would you buy? Thanks, buddy. So you don't need Stabe. $1,000. God, let's go to the notes. If it was me, I should have read that before. I don't even remember what I wrote. Canon M50, Sigma 16mm 1.4, we're done. That could be under $1,000. It probably is. I've seen it for like $450 used. That's Canadian dollars, by the way. About 211 Yankee doodles. Could work. I could totally do it. 30-minute limit, that would annoy me. It does annoy me on the Fuji. I remember it. Many times it stopped, even though it has a tally light. I forget it. And then boom. Oh, how long was that not recording? I'm just talking into the mic. I've done it. You've seen the episodes. But with that combo, you get pleasing Canon colors, good autofocus, some tone. I don't know about the Sigma lenses. Do they have 3D pop? I doubt it. I doubt it hard. But they might. Had the 100 to 400 Fuji and used with the X-T3, but sold it and managed to get hold of a 70 to 300, which are like gold dust in the UK. Now pair it with the XS10 and go out a lot more. Is that why you sold it? Because it was too ass fat? I get it. I'm debating it. I see a deal. It's like 1560-ish Canadian dollars for that 100 to 400. I'm like, should I pounce? I don't even have a Fuji camera, but I do like it for wildlife. I just wonder, is it too heavy? Is there any reason to get it over the 70 to 300s? So I don't know. It's a rare lens. Fuji, you suck at producing content. Like you can't even make the cameras chips. So I've seen the Tostitos factory. There's plenty of chips in the world. Don't lie to yourself. Make the cameras and the lenses, assholes. Get them out there. Which would you get for walking vlogs and maybe as a B cam? Stick with the Fuji XS10 for colors and senile autofocus, or invest in ZV-1, ZV-E10 for autofocus. I know it crops for Stabe. Happy to use a small tripod. Do you guys even watch the episodes? I answer this. It's on me. I save these questions. Why do I save them? I just answer the same ass thing every week. The sun came out. Now I'm red. Olympus is the answer. You get Olympus. Best stay, best autofocus. That's what you vlog with if you for some reason wanted to move beyond a GoPro 10. Debatable if you should. Fuji sucks for filming yourself. Amazing for filming the world. That's what Fuji does. You better have a flip-up screen so I can film the world that closes though. Flip up and then reverse in so it doesn't get scratched in my bag. And that's what she said. Yeah, 100%. EM5 Mark III, EM1 Mark III or 2, you're done. Fuji, no. Don't film yourself. It'll quirk. And don't lie to yourself. Every time I say something like that, I'll get a Fuji fan freak that says, oh, I've never had a problem with autofocus. Go look at your footage. Every half of it's out. There's pulsing. It's like, no, that's art. That's art. Your mom's art. Serious question. Why continuous autofocus for talking head video? Idiot. Why didn't you add that? I guess I should try one and see if it's better than locking focus. But it seems like you're wanting the autofocus to fail. Sincerely, a Fuji juicing fanboy. Well, let's discover why. Can't relax in this perfectly framed shot. What you want is a lot of headroom in your shot. You probably don't have enough. How's the audio? Decent. You know, now that I realize having the fixed mic there, you don't really want to move much, but I lean all the time. I'm here in focus. No, I'm not. I can't dramatically act, lean in, and oh man. I should have told you. I kept the audio good. So just these leans, it's nice to be able to move and not be in a prison like I am now. That's why this is a special occasion lens for magic. But annoyance, this is what I had to do most of my YouTube career. Manual focus is a pain in the ass. When you're filming something else, I get it. Manual focus all the way. But this is ease of use, YouTuber lifestyle. Just press record and go, move around. Oh shit, I gotta get something out of my closet. Why would you do that in your show? Your show sucks, closet boy. Also, it very much disrupts your lens choices. You can only really do ultra wide. Obviously I've managed to focus on this 35mm. It's somewhat doable. I can see the peaking in the eye as long as I stay here and tap in to punch in and keep it there. So all I see is this on my screen right now. That much frame right here. That's my frame. It looks stupid as shit, but I know I'm in focus. 16mm or something wide, like yeah, I could totally see it in manual focus. It's close to me. If you want magic, going up to like 50mm, that's the sweet spot. Then it's like, fuck. Oh man, am I in? You can't even see it. It's a pain in the ass. So like, if you want to be in prison with a wide angle, ultra wide, stretchy nose face bullshit show, your mom is a show. Scratched up XT4 for 1,500 euros or pounds. No, I don't know or care what your symbol is every time I say it. Everyone, oh, that's a pound. I'll pound your mom. Well, your mom's getting the abuse tonight. With the 35mm Tony 2 with 4 batteries, are they real batteries or aftermarket pneumonia? Oh, I hate those so much. I will not ever use one. My buddy lent me the Fuji X-T4 with 2 bullshit third-party batteries. They die in a day. That's actually pretty good performance. But man, where's the real one, you dickhead? He has it at home. He doesn't even need it. Fuji's mine now. It's mine. Or the Sony A7C with kit lens for 1,500. Same price. Euros even. Pounds maybe. Either better video features or autofocus, hard choice. I want both. Doesn't exist. Price. Are you hiding a unicorn camera somewhere? By the way, just having some fun days shooting a random documentary style stuff. And maybe some more artsy randomness. You said it yourself. Artsy randomness? That's Fuji. That's Fuji's game. You want to film something out there? Then you get some cinematic looks. Sony's too shaky. The kit lens, you're going to buy that thing, you're paying for nothing. You're going to have to sell that off for 200 dingers. No one's going to buy it. I don't know, man. Sony with the autofocus for sure, but you're art now. You're manually focusing out there for stuff. Oh, look at that. You probably suck at it, but that's your fault. Your documentary sucks. What's it about? Hookers? If it's me, it very much depends on what I'm shooting. I'd rather have the A7C in here for this with the autofocus, but if I was shooting anything else out there, Fuji all the way, magic. Hey dude, what do you think of Sony HX99 for wildlife? It'll probably suck. tiny little sensor. It's a tiny camera. You could actually have it in your pocket. So if you're just going for wildlife walks and you don't care at all about what the footage looks like, you could see the thing. Decent range. I want one. Thinking of buying into full frame way of life. You want that trouble? You want that mess in your life? That ain't fun to bring around, I tell you. I'll tell you. Little limpy boy over here. Oh man, why are you doing it? Why do you do it to yourself? This is so much easier. I can strap it on that clip on my backpack, hands free, don't even feel it. I tried doing that with this, with that tripod mount. It pinched my nipples. Even if I get a good deal on one of my kidneys, it doesn't even cover the lens hood. Please refrain from trying to be funny in my video. I have to read through this bullshit week after week. People, oops, fuck you. Was that your question? You probably have held one now, but now that you're taking over the wildlife vlogging throne, I really want your opinion. Main purpose of this thought is to film some birds or whatever, and then be able to identify them when I get home. Is that really your purpose? You just want to identify them? Like, yeah, then it will work. But eventually you're going to want something that looks nice. Every time I see, like, I'm a part of this group, Nature Wildlife Photographers, Beauty of the Dawn, and I see these pictures and I can tell every time when someone just brought a little point and shoot bridge cam with like 1,000mm reach. Like, it's very obvious versus a professional, even micro four thirds system. It's like, oh, there's some magic. Although I was taking some shots. I just figured, oh, switch into aperture priority. Let's take some photographs here. I took a couple. That duck, I used that film simulation dramatic tone. I just wanted to see what it looked like. It's pretty bad. It's overdone. Here's a cardinal. It's not the best cardinal you ever seen. That was also dramatic tone, I think. I suck at taking photos, but even those outdo a bridge cam. Though that lens was a Tony 6.8. Give me a break. The alternatives. Lumix, TZ90, just never Panasonic anything. Unless you're manually focusing. Canon SX740. I looked that up on B&H. Here's the photo that was taken in one of the reviews. It's not a hooker vlog camera. It's not designed. I don't care where you met her. Why'd you bring me to that? Go take a picture of a bird, you freak. I don't care how much beer you bought. That little 99-cent tall cans of beer you gave her to Nancy over there. Why is that in your review? In my opinion, if you're going bridge cam, you gotta at least get the bigger ones. The Canon SX70. I don't know about those tiny ones. It was fun. I had the Sony WX350, I think. I liked it for a while, but it was pretty shaky at the long end. I got a Hawk once and it was bullshit. Ruined my moment. So I don't know. Just leave me alone. Is the 90D the direct comparison to the XT4? Compare those two for wildlife. It kinda would be, but 90D sucks for video, I think. Like, it's a DSLR, they're obsolete. I don't know what kind of lenses. They have a 70 to 300-ish. I don't know what that's gonna look like with just the lens stabe. I don't think the 90D has digital. Maybe it does. I don't know. I haven't even tried it. You're asking this guy. I would lean Fuji all the way. Like, Fuji, in my opinion, is more enjoyable than the Sony full frame. And the Olympus is close. I'm still debating that one. They're pretty special, but I like Fuji. But 90D, like if it was in here, yeah, 90D with whatever bullshit 1.4 glass I could find. That lens mount though, EFS glass, like it's a dead system. Fuji's thriving. They're shooting for the stars in the future. They got stuff on the burner. So 90D is heavier with no stabe. Slow motion, I think, is 120p. Did they have that? Probably manual focus only. Some bullshit like that. Like Fuji, they're pushing the bars here. 240 frames with autofocus if you need it, which you don't. Fuji all the way. I moved. You were losing attention and about to click off the video until I changed things up so dramatically with the Zeiss 55mm Tony 1.8 with the added black pro mist filter on there. I didn't have one on the 35mm. I realize I only have the K&F concept filter for that one in that size. Needs a glimmer glass. That hurts. Was that your question? See, now I can move. I had animal eye detect on, by the way. I thought it was different. That's on in photo mode, you dicks. And by the way, just side rant, here's a picture of using it. And nice job, Sony. You really picked that squirrel out of the bunch. You piece of shit. I tried it on an eagle. It was tracking and working. That was cool. But the shot sucked. Although if you crop in with the A7S III, you can see such detail. Wow, look at that. So it's really annoying that I switch back to video mode and I have different custom buttons and I can't just change it fast like I can in the photo mode. Why does it stay on? You dicks. That's what's making me think Sony's not the way for wildlife, because it's my studio cam. And then when you take it outside, the settings change and then, oh, I forgot the animal, and then your whole video's out of focus. Was that your question? Hey, Casey. Would like your opinion on upgrading my camera for vlogging. Oh yeah, like you need it, buddy. I mainly walk the trails in my city and do vlogs. Does nobody watch the episodes? I got like 100 of these Q&As answering the same ass questions over. So you walk your city and do vlogs, but I'm also shooting a short film coming out. You can't, oh man, you want a vlogging camera, but I also want to make a movie. Just the next Avengers. Which camera should, under 1,000 pounds? Not euros. Euros suck. No, I don't know which one is worth more. It's not part of the show. I don't need to know that kind of thing. It's a need to know basis. Short films. Also using the camera for B-roll. You're using a Blackmagic Pocket already. That's your camera. Why do you want to ruin your Blackmagic footage with like vlog footage? Oh, here's my 90D. Well, look at Casey Neistat. Will you film this for me, Casey? I currently have a Panasonic G95. So you already have the perfect option. That's it. I made it work with the G85. You at least get slow-mo and log now. You're good to go. It crops a little in 4K, a little more. It was a downgrade, so film in 1080p. You're done. What are you asking me questions for? You're thinking of adding a speed booster to it? You're gonna complicate your life with heavy-ass Canon glass now? Oh man. Autofocus is not main priority, as I will manually focusing. Stabilization is most important, so you already have it. You're done. G95. Did I write a better option for you? Or just am I yelling at you for no reason? Your vlog sucks, it's not a movie. Why ruin Blackmagic with bullshit vlog cam? No, I did not write down advice. So, you're good to go on the Panasonic G95. Get the Leica 15mm 1.7 if you want ultra, super tiny. It's a little tight. Stick it out there. You're good to go. Little tap and boom. You're gonna have fun. Of the different brands, I'd say Panasonic has a lifeless kind of drab energy that is imparted to the subject. Sony makes subjects look super crisp and feels like a really expensive commercial. Canon feels relaxed and happy, makes subjects look healthy and lively. Nikon makes subjects look fun and lighthearted. Very interesting, but I'm curious to know how much of this can you tweak and post. Like how much of the Sony super sharp, crisp look can be recreated on Panasonic? Can Sony be softened and colored like Canon? It's subtle, but in real feeling that I get when I watch unaltered footage from each camera. I read that so well. Interesting points he brings up here, and you're kind of right. Like you can tweak these things, but how much do you want to do that? Like you can make any camera match pretty much, but do you have the skills? Do you have a color chart that you're putting up? Okay, you hold up, film that, and then you're like tweaking the reds until the lines meet up, and it's like, okay, we got it. Spending hours. I use cinematch.com just because I can switch from like, okay, I film in Sony S-Log 3 and I changed it to Canon colors. Boom. That's what we've been filming in. What if I changed it to airy colors? Now we're in airy colors. It's not like super accurate, but it's better than the Sony LUT. So, Blackmagic colors. Those are the ones I like. Some of them just don't work. But whatever. Sony's like a clinical, dead, alien, cold touch. It's like, we're accurate. There's no life to Sony footage. You're never proud of what you got. You just return home disappointed. Oh, well, it's full frame. There was some background blur. They call it tonne. I'm pretty sure I heard it in the streets. All right, last question. Hi, Casey. With your knowledge, which is vast and expanding, which camera with the best 4K quality and which native lenses for each brand? We don't talk about autofocus, IBIS, nothing. Thanks. If we're just talking sharpness, best looking, I would say probably Sony a7 IV with the Zeiss 55mm. You might not want the Black Pro Mist on there, but I dream in love colors. That's why there's pink. Take that to the bank. Canon R5C, I think, oversampled 8K to 4K that doesn't overheat. You get the adapted EF 35mm 21.4 original Mark I lens for the tonne and the 3D pop factor. It's one of those old lenses with character. Don't get the Mark II. If you have the Mark II, you sucked. You sucked in that decision. You're an idiot. Live with it. Olympus, their new WOW cam. I don't even know what it is yet. Probably by the time I post this, all the specs will be released and I will look like I'm behind the times. Not with this haircut. Huh? Who's behind the times now? Not me. So that cam with the Leica 25mm 1.4, of course. I think the Olympus 25mm 1.2 will be sharper, but it doesn't have the character that a Leica will give you. Don't even listen to anybody who tells you otherwise. Fuji X-T4 with their new 33mm 1.4. I can only imagine the glory. They say they copied the character of the 35mm but improved the autofocus. That's a marketing sales pitch that I will buy. Nikon Z9 with the Noct 58mm 20-0.95. I think that's your most practical option in that system. Or you get the 50mm 1.2 if you don't have a spare $15,000 in your pocket. Panasonic S5 is more practical than the S1H. So S5 with the 50mm 1.4. Since you didn't ask what focal length you wanted or what you're planning to use it for, still you were helped so much. And it's my pleasure. It's my pleasure. It's just time to give back to the community. Once you make it to the top, you have all this knowledge, you just spread it. So thank you for supporting the camera t-shirt industry by doing that. You could thumb it up and subscribe if you had the spare time. You don't? That's gonna hurt the algorithms.